Hello everybody. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful evening tonight. We are of course back on rebuilding Goldcrest farm, where there have been a few changes. Not loads, but a few. First thing I'm going to talk about is the clear obvious one here. I've changed the combine from that rickety old poo coloured thing to a class dominator, just because. It's much better. Other than that, we now have a house. That's a thing. I've not quite finished it, I've still got some grass to take out underneath it, but there's a house there. And I've started placing in these roads, which as you can see they're not finished, they just kind of stop abruptly and do have a bit of an edge to them, but they're there. We now no longer have the magic hedges. We cannot drive through these. These walls are very, very full of collisions. Over here we have a bit of an entrance into the field that's changed slightly. Again, it's not perfect, I do need to tweak it slightly because I've got a little gap here. And very occasionally we'll have a sheep just climb over the fence and stand right there, and this fence will stay through. But other than that, we've borrowed a conveyor belt for the time being. It's not going to be there for long, we just have it to empty the corn out of that bunker so we can get rid of it. I am going to be putting another bunker in there, but we need to empty that one first, otherwise weird things will happen. I've left the money cheat on actually, let me just turn that off. And I've also still got it in pounds from recording earlier. There we go. We also have this field, I believe this field's actually ready to harvest. That one not quite, but that one over there definitely is. Other changes. One of them is, I now have the gearbox mod. Hi there Steve, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. But I do now have the gearbox mod, which now means that I have things like 4-wheel drive, and you can see there's a new HUD. It's under the chat box, but there is a new HUD there that is the gearbox. So we've got the truck as an automatic. It's a bit slower to start off with, but it does cycle through the gears and it actually goes faster. Hello there Annie, how are you doing tonight? So we'll just take this truck for a little spin down the highway so I can show you just how fast it actually goes. It's kind of cool. It's supposed to stop at 76 miles an hour, but it now doesn't even get close to stopping at 76 miles an hour. I mean, we're sitting there at 90. This is an uphill section, so very, very fast indeed. Wonder if we could make it to 100 actually. Well, that was a lamppost. You know what might help actually? Let's take it out of 4-wheel drive mode. That might speed things up a little bit. Hi there Damon, how are you doing tonight? My night's not going too terrible. How is yours going? It's always good to start a live stream off with a speed run. Tunnel to tunnel, let's see if we can make it to 100 miles an hour. Of course we can, 101 so far. And still climbing. Well, that was fun. Now with the automatic gearbox, what it does mean is that because we're on dirt, we do slip up, so we just turn on four-wheel drive, as you can see in the bottom HUD. We turn on four-wheel drive and we have much better traction pulling away, a lot less wheel spin. Now, I do need to rebuy the Dutes, because the gearbox that it has on it as standard is a bit pants, to be honest. It has 3 different ranges and 6 gears in each, and you have to cycle through them all, starting at first gear in low range. It's not much fun. It takes you about 5 minutes to actually get the thing going more than a mile an hour. So with that being said, it's also worth pointing out the Combine does not have the gearbox add-on on it. It is standard. Let's just unfold the Combine, pick up the header, turn the Combine on. This is a much better Combine, much quieter too. We're going to get this on a hired worker. I expect... Actually, let's... Do we get a straw swath with this? Don't think we do. Fair enough. So we need to move this corn somewhere else for now. As to where, I'm not entirely sure, but somewhere else, anywhere else for that matter. I suppose we could just sell it. Let's check. Let's check the prices. We're a bit low on money. So it's corn we have. Maplefield Mill Railway Station. That should show up on my map. It does. As you see, loads now affect the ability of the tractor. This is a bit of a bump going over this bit. And the road is rough, but that was the whole idea. I wanted a bit more of a farm track rather than just a dirt path. So unfortunately we won't be using the Dutes much today. And we might a bit. How far away is this? Oh, it's miles away. So, unfortunately my tractors can't swim, so we do have to go the long way. A bit of a hill when the tractor starts to struggle, so let's bring it down a gear. To go up the hills, put it back up the gear to go back down. I feel like I'm sitting very close to the steering wheel on this tractor. This tractor does have four-wheel drive as well. In fact, let's engage four-wheel drive, because of course we will. Full load, we could be doing a little bit extra traction, why not? If you have just joined the stream tonight, thank you all very kindly for coming along. And if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get to our sub goal tonight. And if you are enjoying the stream, hit that like button and come and say hello in the chat. Let me know what you think of the progress on the farm so far. We now have a house, that's the main thing. We could really get rid of the camper, that would be a bit of money back to us. Not much right enough, but some. Apparently our four-wheel drive failed. It's fair enough, I guess. I refuse to listen to the stop signs. In the stream description below the actual video window, you will see a whole list of links. Among them is the link for Discord. I'd encourage everyone to go and join my server on that, where you get inside information as to how this map is progressing. Yesterday, in fact, I posted a screenshot from Giant's Editor of the progress I was making in the map, so everyone on my Discord got that a day early. I have no idea where I'm taking this. Where am I taking this? Oh, I see. So we need to load it. Let's not let the tractor roll away there. Let's see, that's the railway line there. So where would we load? Where would be our closest loading place? Oh, where the sheep used to be. That's kind of typical. Diff lock for four-wheel drive. Let's go back the way we came. Actually, so let us show off the train system on this map. We have to unload this into a train and then take the train here to sell it. As far as I can tell. No idea. But we'll figure it out. The Class Dominator is only at 28% capacity, that's not too bad. That green bit at the station was just a waypoint, so I knew where I was going. It's just so I can see where I was going. You can set waypoints pretty much anywhere on the map. Can I unload here? That would be nice. This is a train station after all. Can I unload at this one? Looks like I might be able to. Oh, it's unloading, I don't know. Looks like this may be where we actually come to unload. That's not terribly far away, I guess. But this does mean that once we've got all that corn moved, we will get to drive a train. Which will be fun. Not driven a train in Farming Simulator in a very long time. So, what's everyone's opinion on the house that we built? No, Steve, that I'm assuming that station that I just unloaded at there is the station that you unload your trailers at, and then you have to use the train to go to the other station to actually sell the actual corn, from what I can tell. Yeah, I can turn that off actually. There we go. I got rid of that. I'm assuming that the little train next to Maplefield Mill is saying that you need to go there with a train. That would kind of make sense. I will be putting those dirt tracks around the sheep field. They will extend all over this particular area of the map, all the way around this field, but only after this field has actually reached its full size, which we may start today. But we do need to harvest this field first, I guess. I'd like to join these two fields up, which does mean that that area there just becomes a corner instead. I'll leave it in neutral. Now we are just borrowing this longer conveyor belt just to get the rest of the corn. That seems to be more or less all anyway. So we'll just stick that one there. This one is still on, but we'll leave it there too. We don't need it. Let's get back in this. Need to remember and take it out of neutral, otherwise we won't be going anywhere. Yep. Typical hired workers leaving loads again. So let's head down. Luckily this this trigger is much closer. You know what, we've got a good gearbox. Let's go off-road. We're in four-wheel drive. That's what four-wheel drive is for. So how has everyone's weekends been? Hopefully they were pretty decent. It's also worth noting, this is actually a relatively decent yield for being just one field. But we will need to go and find a train. Probably just tap through them because I actually have no idea where they're parked. Let's get this a little bit unloaded here too. Turn this off. Let's find a train. Where's that? Oh, that's the forklift. There's a train. Is that on the right track? No, it's not. It's this train. Well, it doesn't look like there's any kind of gearbox on this. Very simple drive. Just go forward. If you are new to this stream, feel free to check out the channel for an archive where you will be able to catch up. But if you don't have time for that, it's perfectly understandable. You're more than welcome, well, not more than welcome to, let me rephrase that. The general theme for this stream, if the train would stop, the general theme for this stream is to rebuild Goldcrest Valley from the ground up. I've now given myself the challenge of filling a train completely. That would be much fun. We're rebuilding Goldcrest Farm from the ground up, starting with less than $100. We've managed to get ourselves a reasonable little chunk of machinery, and we're doing quite well for ourselves. We've got 3 fields. We're hopefully going to expand that to maybe 4 today, or it will be this week. I've overshot. I have no idea how to unload these trains actually. I don't really see anywhere to unload it. What does that sign say? Oh, it's just a light. Let's cycle back through, get back in the train, let's see if anything pops up. I'm not seeing it. This one's got me stumped actually. Let's get something to do with these. Can't remember which one of these has actually got the coordinates. This one. I don't see anything here to tell me what to do. Let's move the train back a little bit. There we go. I was just too far forward. That was quick. That was a quick 20 grand. Let's go for a little tour on the train. There's even an in-cab view for the train, which is quite nice. It's a nice way to view this half of Goldcrest Valley. Oh, that crane there's having a bit of a moment. That's the sawmill area where you can unload your logs to be sold. There's passenger stations here and there. This is coming back to where we started. That crane is in even worse shape. Well now. I feel like I should fix that. The cranes that you see lying around, they are actually controllable. You can enter them and control them. This one this one is having a moment. Yeah, it's here. Let's just try and figure out how to pick this up. It's not that one. Not that one. No idea what that one's doing. That one actually doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. And that crane is in a mess. See if we can just try and make sure it's not stuck on the track. I'd say they're just slightly on the broken side actually. That was off the track, that's the main thing. At least the train won't crash into it again, hopefully. Yeah, this thing's properly mangled. That is not how they're supposed to look. It was the Ford we wanted. There it is. Let's take this back to the farm. AFL letters. There we go. Out in neutral, please. Well, we made 20 grand. That's not bad for what we've. For the fact that all we did was move a bit of corn. Wasn't even much corn. Let's actually have a look. What else are they good at? Sunflowers is worth a bit, soybeans is worth a fortune. It's a good thing we've got 2 fields of soybeans. That's gonna definitely come in handy for us. If you have just joined us, feel free to hit that like button if you are enjoying the stream, and if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button, see if we can get that little bit closer to our sub goal tonight. I stream Rebuilding Goldcrest Farm every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. We're starting at 9 PM UK time on each day respectively. So if you're not able to watch one, there's an archive of all of the previous live streams that will include this one shortly after it has been finished for your viewing pleasure. On another note, given that we've had so much issues with streams recently, how is the stream quality tonight? Has the changes I've made helped in any way? Let's see here. We need to find that clamp that we've got. Get rid of it. No longer want it. That one. That's £1,000. That's not bad. How much is our camper worth? 4.5 grand. We'll take that up to the shop to get rid of it though. Get a little bit more for it. Can't exactly take a. Can't exactly take a brick structure up to the shop, unfortunately. As you can see, this class dominator is much better. If your video's running a little bit grainy there, Josie, if you mouse over the actual stream window, and there's a little gear icon, if you press that and then change it to your desired setting, it's usually set to auto, and they tend to err on the side of caution with that, and set it lower than it really necessarily needs to be. We'll just clean up after this worker here. Quite a bit, actually. I'd say I'm disappointed in them, but it's kind of expected at this point, to be honest. That other field is corn. This one's soybeans. What is its growth state? Not terrible. I can improve that though. Any second now. Hopefully we're not going to go through an entire night. Looks like we are. That's growing. Need to give ourselves back 10 grand though. For some reason the hired worker's not having fun here. Guess I'll be doing this field myself then, that's fine. Fine, I know how we can make a quick 10 grand or so. Just sell any of the machines that we don't have in the farm at roughly the right price. We'll sell that, that'll do. It's a machine from down at the shop anyway, so we certainly don't need it. It's nice to have some spare machines lying around. There we go, hired worker seems happy enough with that. Let's jump into the dudes. It doesn't have an automatic gearbox. Apparently this is as fast as it can reverse. Let's cycle up through the gears here. many of them to go. There we go, we're in the right range now. There we go, that's the gear we want. Stick it in neutral, we'll leave that one running if we can. What is that hired worker doing? Apparently only half the fuel. Lovely. Hired workers, aren't they amazing? That's fine, because I'll let them get to the end of this row here. And I've sacked. And let's see if we can set them up on a course. If we can. No, I don't want that. I can't remember how do we do this again? There's something I did earlier and I actually got this field harvested by a worker. This field 14. Course generation, field 14. Vehicles are in the way, that's maybe not a good thing. Right, let's start over here. Start in this corner. Hi there Aiden, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully you've had a good week. Well, weekend should I say. soybeans. Tools. Deactivate headlights on. Let's try that one again. The Vic was in the way. Otherwise, maybe I can't do it. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it's not letting me do it with a harvester. We'll just see how the hired worker does from this side. I'm glad to hear it, Aiden, and yeah, thanks for that, Josie. Let's leave the hired worker to it. Let's get rid of this mobile house now. We don't need it anymore. I wonder how fast this thing can go. Apparently maxed out at 57. That's fair enough. We'll get rid of this, we'll get a bit of money back for it. I'm expecting about 5,000 for it. More animals? I didn't see that. I was oiling the gears in my head. Could certainly get more animals. I have a kind of different mod. I have the Advanced Chickens pack, which means that we actually have to look after the chickens instead of just them being there and having eggs to collect, and actually creates a husbandry aspect to the chickens that I think might be quite interesting. 4.5 grand, that's not bad. I will show you here. Well, almost all of it's implaceable. We already have the trailer for it, but we can get an open chicken pen, or we can get a fenced chicken pen, and we're also going to need one of these. Or maybe all three of them. No, I think that there's like a nav mesh built into it, I think. I've never actually used it, if I'm being honest. I have seen other people use it, but Animals in Farming Simulator are kind of stuck in an area that's determined by Giants Editor, or by a mod in this case, and they can't leave that area. And also you can like go straight through them with machines and things, but you can't walk through them, which is weird. This fenced chicken area, I'm not going to place it, but that's what it looks like. Give you a bit of an idea. Kind of difficult to tell because it's not placed, but it's just a little chicken coop really. They need water, grain and straw. And then there's the open chicken pen, which is just that. So it's like the same thing, just without a tree. easier to tell on more level ground actually. So which one should we get? Should we get the open one or should we get them in a fence? Josie goes for the fence one. I quite like the idea of having it on a fence because it stops me running them over. The fence one is a bit more expensive, but not by enough to really make that much of a difference. And what we'll do actually is I'll tab over here and then get it from here because I want it near the farm obviously. With the size of this fence, we could possibly even place it over here. Or give them their own little island here. Or even over here. This would give us the option to have more than one. Oh, that ruined my terrain though. Let's not cheat. Let's just sell that. We'll turn it around or something once we find it. I suppose I could put them. No, it's going to ruin terrain even more. Place it around this way. Gives that a nice edge, sort of. I can throw in some grass around the place. And we need a chicken dealer somewhere. That, admittedly, shouldn't be at the farm. It should be over here somewhere. I think what we could do for now is just place the chicken dealer like here. We will put that in a better place, probably up by the other animal store. Let's cycle through all the vehicles again. I kind of regret having all of those. What's the matter with the combine? It's full! That's not the worst news to get. We'll get this we'll get this emptied and then we'll go and get some chickens. Now, we don't have any wheat to give them at the moment, but I could buy some. That's the point actually. I could buy some wheat. Buy a pallet of it, I think. Pretty sure I can. I did get the more materials mod, which should give me loads of new stuff. Yeah, we can get wheat. That's ridiculously expensive for 2,000 litres of wheat. But I might do that just to get them working away. If you have just joined the stream and you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that like button. And don't be shy, say hello in the comments. This is an interactive series, live stream series, so if you're watching, you do get a say. Let me just turn off the money cheat. It's not going to be a full trailer, I don't think. Just a little over half, maybe 65%. Maybe a bit more than that. 75% then. There we go, look at that. That was a not bad third guess. Oops. Let's get the worker back on this. What I'll also do, while I'm here and I have this trailer that's kind of sitting in the middle of the road, not really being much use to anyone, is I will show you just how good the magic fence is. You're gonna like this one, Josie. Now we bounce off it. Oh, a little bit stuck there. Too high of a gear, I'd say. This is a problem with the gearbox add-on. Hi there, Twisted Eagle. How are you doing tonight? Hopefully your weekend's going well. Tractor shouted at me there. What we'll do is we'll go and we'll just leave this here. I need the pickup. And I need the animal trailer to go and get some chickens. So we now have a fenced chicken pen. The truck has dynamic four-wheel drive on it, so when the rear wheels spin too much, it will kick in. That's quite a hill, I might need to smooth that out in Giant Cider. I keep forgetting where I leave things. Not sure if that's going to roll off on its own or not. Into our lovely shiny new shed. Oh, it actually has auto hold on it. I'll just double check something a second. Lovely. Had a bit of an issue with the stream there on my end, I'm not sure what was causing that. Not even sure I'm going to be able to get out of this. Oh, this is a bad situation to be in. Typical. That's really bad wheel spin there. That's in four-wheel drive as well. Are we completely stuck? Seems like we don't have the power. Let's lock all the diffs and see if that helps. It does not. Oh dear. Completely stuck. Gotta take a bit of a run at it. Yeah, completely stuck here. Oh dear. Wedged up against a tree. That's not helped any either. Let's try this one again. This is fun. This is what happens when you walk away from your stream without making sure that your truck wasn't just going to roll away. Turns out it rolls away. Ah, the little truck that could. Yeah, definitely need four-wheel drive on. Still spinning up really bad. Oh, this isn't good. Well, completely stuck. Lovely. Need that animal trailer as well. Can't even reset it. Have to get it the old-fashioned way. Having a bit of trouble with my chat there as well, I've just noticed. I do apologise, I'm not ignoring anyone, just not seeing the chat properly. Hi there Ricky, I will be live until around 11. The tractor would be better, but I'm going to end up getting the tractor stuck down here too. It's just a very bad situation to be in. Now we're stuck on a tree. Going from bad to worse. There we go, we're back connected to the trailer. So we can just kind of rip the thing out now. There we go. We got there in the end. That was a bit of hassle. Driving across people's fields and all sorts now. It's another tree. That's a car. This truck badly needs a wash as well. The funny thing about it is, the gearbox mod helped us get out of that, but without it we wouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. Maybe a truck with off-road tyres on it wouldn't be a bad thing either. So here is the chicken dealer. Let's apparently I have animals in here. So I have 10 sheep in my trailer. Just leave the truck there for a second. Place that there. I think I know what the issue is. I think I actually do need to place everything. Where's the farm? Place that there. Let's find out what works and what doesn't. See, I know the trailer doesn't have anything in it because we have 40 sheep and they're all in the pen. Yeah, it's still saying it. You know what? Let's replace the trailer quickly. It may be an issue with the trailer being bought before the chickens. What is the difference between these two? Apparently. Okay, let's find our trailer and sell it. It's in here somewhere. There it is. We'll get the other one just to be sure. The silver one, I think they're basically the same. Tonight, Vicky, I am harvesting some crops and attempting to buy chickens. So far, the attempt at chickens is not going particularly well for us. Although that was a pretty epic jump we just did into the car park there. Yeah, the trail looks kinda weird silver and purple. Especially with the green bits on it, that is kinda weird. Let's try this again. So we know there's no animals in this trailer, it's just a new trailer. I'm still saying there's animals in it. It's not sheep I want to buy. Maybe I already have the chickens. Didn't I actually think to check that one? Yeah, look at the purple colour scheme on the trailer was actually chosen by Mantha on the first live stream we did. Mantha chose the colour scheme. Admittedly, it was the black trailer and not the silver one, but she chose purple. We did have a matching truck at one point, but it was kind of a bit potato, so we swapped out for this dually that has a fifth wheel attachment in it. But you can watch all of the previous live streams in the archives on the channel. There is a playlist dedicated purely to the archives of this live stream series, so feel free to check those out whenever you want. Oh, that was a car. Let's see if there's even any chickens up here. Well, technically yes, but they're kind of a bit on the stationary side. Odd. Very odd. I'll have a look into that one. Hi there, Rogos Incorporated. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about actually. I'll have to have a look at that one. I did not know I could do that. I can lower the trailer. That's kind of ruined the plans. I'm not doing too bad today, Ruggles. How has your weekend been? Where's my combine? There it is. Don't know why the hired worker is just refusing outright to do this half of the field. It's a bit weird, but okay. Today was going to be chickens, but it doesn't seem to be working out particularly well for me. Says I have chickens, but they're not doing anything. Maybe try giving them some water or something, that might park them up. Other than that, doing some crops. I'd like to join fields 15 or 14 together, but in order to do that I need to harvest the rest of field 14 here. For some reason hired worker is just having none of this part of the field. Which is slightly annoying because it's more than I wanted to do. If you have just joined us and you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button so if we can get that a little bit closer to our sub goal. And if you are enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that like button and pop up in the chat and say hello. Now the hired workers have a bit to do with it. Let's cycle back through everything again. Let's go and get the water trailer, see if the chickens are just not working because I've not given them anything. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. That's the wrong gear. Let's go forward. Forward is better. Let's see if the triggers for the chickens work at least. That would be a no. Well. That's not much good. It's the middle trigger that is the water trigger. It's not letting me. Okay, I'll have a look into that for Wednesday. If not, I'll just put in a chicken nav mesh and we'll just throw some chickens in it. Won't be as fun, but it'll be something. The hired worker's giving up. Let's turn the money cheat off, and we need a plough for 18,000. I like this plough, but we can't afford it. Those are kind of terribly small. Let's lease that big plough. And let's see, we're going to need a tractor that's capable of using it to this one will do. Can't afford it. How much is that? 300,000. So we need something that's about 200,000. It's got a good bit of power. In fact, can't afford that one either. But I can't afford that one. Just. And we get to use a cow patterned tractor. Nothing wrong with that. Is that just a lease? We don't own the cow pattern tractor. And there it is, look at that. Very snazzy. Luckily this has an automatic gearbox on it, this tractor. Technically it's 100 horsepower less than it really should have. I do apologise about that. I'm not actually seeing Vicky pop up in the chat for some reason. I won't be on Twitch for probably not this week. I will be playing different games on Twitch, but I'm not sure on what the schedule for Twitch is yet, but I do have something in mind. I just haven't worked out the schedule. I will get back to everyone closer to the time when I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. But I do apologise about that. I didn't see that that message there at all. Here is the farm. It's that nice tractor, actually. Nice and quick, too. Now, here is the field in question. I want to make this field bigger. Let's see, what one is it again? Let's put four-wheel drive on. See if that helps any. Not really. This is going to take a while. Oh, thanks for coming along there, Vicky. I play more games than I care to admit, to be honest. About 17, I think, was 17 games is what I'm currently playing. Okay, let's see here. Before we blow the gearbox up. Clutch is overheating. Lovely. As I was saying, blow the gearbox up. Alright, let's change it here. Let's change it to manual. Oh, we got that part going for us at least. Well, I think maybe we Yeah, that's our limit. Slowly build it up a bit. I certainly could post a list of my games on Discord if that's what people would like to see. I'll more than happily do that. Struggling here. This tractor has got 100 horsepower less than what it really should have. It's costing us 53 litres of fuel an hour, which is crazy. But it's getting done anyway. The bigger the field, the better the productivity. Very slow progress this though. Unfortunately, we're about to have to stop as well because a Ford's in the way. Let's get this Ford moved out of the way. Any second now, it will spring into life. Let's jump back into our cow tractor. All the diff locks on for this one. I'm quite happy with that gap we've got at this edge of the field between the field and the road, so I'm going to leave that. Let's see. Let's drop the plough again here. The builder speed up again going up this hill. Luckily, we're getting it all in this one pass, so we won't have to come up this hill again. It's not a perfect shape field, but it's not bad. going to have to go back over this edge again. That's not too bad. More or less, Steve, just basically making the field bigger. I'm going to be joining the two of these fields together. But for now I'm just making this one a bit bigger. In order to do that, yeah, you do have to plough the ground first. After it's ploughed you can then cultivate and then sow. But ploughing's the first step anyway. And this is certainly not the right tractor to be doing it with. But I like a challenge. I've only got $111 left. That's a bit worrying. We'll go back the way this time. Luckily we've not had any sheep escape today. You can put a field almost anywhere. You can't plough through a road, for example, because the road is actually a texture that sits on top of the ground texture. But anywhere where you see grass or trees growing, generally speaking, you can plough and then grow on it. Some places are better than others, like those hills there wouldn't make particularly good fields. But where it's relatively flat, you can make fields bigger, and it doesn't seem like much, but this is increasing the size of the field quite a bit. Which is definitely worth doing. I might actually extend it out a little bit further on the other side there. I've recently uploaded a tutorial video on how to look after cows. As part of the series that I'm doing for tutorials for Farm Simulator, I will talk about how to plough and cultivate and things like that, how to do all those things in Farming Simulator and why you'd want to do them. The crop is entirely up to you guys in the chat. The field will still need cultivated before a crop goes in it, but it's up to you guys what crop we do put in it. I'm trying to make the field as big as possible. I'm kind of tempted to move things off of there and just that'll add a good section to this field if I do that. Not sure if I should though. What do you think, guys? Should I fill in this area over here at a diagonal, basically where the camera's pointing, straight up to the other field, or do I leave this as a weird corner area? Well, not necessarily a weird corner area, but a corner area. But that's oddly convenient. There's a great demand for soybeans, and we've almost harvested 2 fields. Most crops tend to be roughly the same value. The crops that have the highest cost tend to have a lower yield. And, you know, it kind of balances out relatively the same. I'm going to turn that off here. I'm going to go over at my combine. If I can find it. There's a great demand for soybeans, so we'll get a good chunk of money for that. I don't know why hired workers are just not interested in doing this bit. Yeah, I'll quickly get through it. It's a bigger combine, but it is fairly slow, and it's just gotten very filthy there all of a sudden. was a bit sudden. But I'd like as much as possible to do this great demand, providing that the great demand in question is actually higher than other places. I was going to keep hold of this crop for a little while until a good great demand came in, but there's one there just now, so I'd be as well. I think that side of this field I am going to leave alone. I'm not going to plough on that side of this field because I want to put a road up there. I could leave that little bit of track there, maybe add a touch to it and use it as the field entrance. Let's see if we can quickly get through all of this. Harvester is at 96% capacity. Put the pipe out just now before I actually get full. There's no me, I'll go and get the tractor and forget to put the pipe out. The trailer is not going to take all of this load. It's a 10,000 litre trailer and it's already got one full combine worth in it. Let's go and get the T-dub and unload as much as we can. There's this annoying ridge right here that would, and that'll probably smooth out in Giant's Editor. I'll probably do that tomorrow, I expect. The other thing that I very much like about farming simulators, the ground response as you're going over ploughed terrain is different than when you come out of it. Let's have a look at the map here. Where are we going? Gomez Ridge Acres. How is it looking for price? $3,000. That's actually pretty decent. It's a bit of a drive away though. Could use the cow tractor to do this, but I'll just use the T-dub. We're already connected to the trailer, so I could even use the truck for this, to be honest. $10,000 litres of soybeans. We're going to get $3,000 per 1,000 litres. So we've got a $30,000 trailer that we're taking just now, which is not shabby at all. I definitely need a quicker tractor. If you have just came along to the stream and you're enjoying it, please feel free to hit that like button and see how many likes we can get on tonight's stream. And if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that subscribe button, see if we get a little bit closer to that sub goal tonight. That would be absolutely amazing. And don't be shy, come and say hello in the chat. You can also have a look at the description for this video, or at the top of the chat you will see a list of links for my social media, including Discord, where you can chat to me one-on-one if you want to. I do spend a fair bit of time on Discord. I also upload behind the scenes screenshots of this map in Giant's Head, as well as giving updates as to things that are coming out and bits and pieces like that. Currently on our way to Gomez Ridge Acres to sell 10,000 litres of soybeans. This area right in front of us here is actually the current cow pasture. I'm in the process of moving everything over, but it's a lot more work involved moving the cows than there is the sheep, so it's taken a little bit longer than I expected it would. It'll probably be Friday before the cows are in a way that we can really do anything with them. I'd also like to buy Field 19 this week as well. That's our goal for this week, is to buy Field 19. By Field 19 I think I will plant it as grass, and we will use it to create the bales and the grass that we need to look after cows. It also wouldn't hurt to have the extra bales there to help look after the sheep too. Here we are, the very edge of the map. I'm expecting $30,000 from this. If my maths is any good, that is. Yeah, it was $940 low, but not bad. Unfortunately, I don't have a quicker tractor that we could borrow from the shop. Well, there's slightly quicker tractors, but nothing too quick. Got a second thought. Let's take one of their tractors out for a spin. We'll take it out as a demonstration. Let's see. We've got a Dutz. The New Holland's actually quite slow, if I'm being honest. What ones have we got over here? How fast does this one go? 31 mile an hour. We'll take this one. Right, it's flying through the gears. Borrowing our tractor for a demonstration. That's in 19th gear. It's nuts. Thank God it's an automatic box on it. It's 10 mile an hour quicker than our Ford, so we're just borrowing this New Holland. We'll use it to do these runs and then we'll give it back. Nice tractor though. Not the biggest tractor that was there, but not bad either. The trailer kind of looks a bit silly on the back of it. Let's go and tip the rest of the combine. We'll harvest the rest of the field and take it all down. Should get another, I don't know, 7 or 8 grand, somewhere in that region I think. Leave that tractor there. We'll jump back in the combine. Yeah, I specifically chose that tractor to sit in the showroom because of the tracks. You do get a T8, or is it? Yeah, that's the T8, isn't it? I'm sure it's the T8. Yeah, T8. You do get the T8 with wheels on the back, but I chose the one with tracks because why not? Not much left to do in this field. Get done as quickly as possible, we'll get on with the rest of the ploughing. At least we'll have made a bit of money on this stream. Not something we usually do, we usually just spend loads of it instead of actually earning any. I personally find this is the quickest way to harvest a field. Just do it in stripes. That way you have absolutely no time wasted reversing. Oh, I missed a bit. Josie's gonna shout at me. It's not much difference in what we're harvesting here. But it's still something. It's all a bit of money. I'd like this field ploughed, or the field bigger. I'd like to make the field bigger today. That's my goal for that anyway. There we go. Let's get the rest of this done, get the combine out of the way. way this thing goes through gears is unreal. Oh yeah, that. I forgot that that sign can't be knocked over. Neither can that. Need to pay more attention. I love how this thing goes through gears, it's nuts. Let's put the beacons on. Lovely big machine, this one. We'll get this sold, we'll get back to the farm, we'll get the rest of the ploughing done, and we'll worry about cultivating and things like that on Wednesday. I don't aim for them, I just neglect to avoid them. There's a slight difference. Not sure what the difference is, but there is a slight difference. A bit of money in now. Just shy of 50 grand we've got, that's not terrible. I only aim for some of them, not all of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this tractor here. I'm going to disconnect the trailer around where the Ford is sitting. And I'll just leave that tractor there. Let's go and find the cow tractor again. There it is. It's not bad for one crop anyway. Let's get these conveyor belts out of the way. I think for now I'm just going to leave them in the field. These things don't like any kind of rough terrain at all, so I think that'll do for that one. This conveyor belt has a gearbox. That's kind of funny. And a high and low range on it as well. That's a bit amusing. I always wanted my conveyor belt to have a high range gearbox on it. This little conveyor belt is one that we've bought, but the big one isn't. So it needs to disappear at some point. Let's go and have a look at this field, see if we can figure out where we want the boundaries for this one. I definitely want to take over that dirt track there. But the road needs to come around here. And out here. So I think somewhere about here. Let's make sure we're in the right gear here. That's not the right gear. I don't want to get too close to that cliff, but I do want to get closer to it. And I think we'll take it across at an angle towards the conveyor belt, so it'll make this field quite a good bit bigger, to be honest. Follow the terrain around a bit. This bit might be a bit rough for a seeder. Shouldn't be too bad though. If you have just joined the stream, feel free to jump in the chat, say hello. And if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button too. See if we can get a little bit closer to our sub goal. That would be absolutely amazing. And if you haven't been able to watch this stream series before now, you can head over to my channel page where there's a playlist with all the previous streams in it. You can view that whenever you like. This stream will be added to that playlist tonight after we're finished here. I will add it onto the playlist as well. So if you've missed any of tonight's stream, you can go back and watch it again. Oh, we've lost all the power there. And for those of you wondering, you can have a look at the description for this video, or this stream, should I say, or the video if you're watching it after the fact, and you will see a list of links that will direct you over to my Discord, Patreon, Twitter and Facebook, as well as Twitch. You can check those out if you like as well. See if we can get a bit faster here. Mostly level over here, so we should be able to go about 6 miles an hour, I expect. kind of like a nice flat edge over here, so... That's not right. That's better. This should be the final pass we do on this part of the field, and then we'll just have the bottom part to kind of add in as well. This gearbox add-on adds a whole new challenge to this game. You don't have to worry about what gear you're in, but it does mean you can kind of trick a tractor that's not got the power to do a job into actually doing what you want, which I think is quite cool. This tractor is 100 horsepower below what this plough actually needs, and I'm still able to do the field with it. This is definitely adding quite a bit onto the field. Oh, losing a little bit of power there. It's definitely going to be interesting to see this field get seeded and cultivated, to be honest. Because it's certainly not going to be that smooth to do. This is quite a hill. I'll probably fix that hill a bit in Giant Setter. And that ridge there. That's going to cause a problem with seeding. Ah, the sound effects for the sheep are working as well. That's good to know. So with the plough you can, quote, create fields, which is what I'm doing here, or you can turn that off and the plough will stop at the boundary of the field, which I find very useful if your field's not in organic shape. So once I turn the create field off, if I ran over the grass with this plough, it would do absolutely nothing to it. That's definitely going to cause a problem. That's quite a ridge. Now what I will do is I'll plough both of these fields off camera before the next stream. I'll plough them in their entirety so they become one complete field. And we can cultivate on Wednesday. And hopefully we'll be able to start gathering the stuff we need for the cows as well. If the plough can't do it, the chances are the seeder's not going to be able to either. This is definitely going to... If these two fields got us just shy of 50,000 the way they were, I would expect that to be up to closer to 70,000 with the extra land we've got here. I missed a bit. If not more than that, to be honest. It's difficult to tell under the cloud texture, but those are some pretty noticeable hills. Once the ground's ploughed, it kind of all looks a bit uniform, apart from the furrows being in all different directions. But there are some hills that will need to be smoothed out. There we go, that's us finished with the cow tractor. So before we end this stream, I want to nip over here. Apparently, I can mark next tree. Not sure what that does. No tree. Apparently this isn't a tree. Oh, there it is. Looking too low. And I mark all these trees because they all need to be chopped down. Which we will be doing probably, well, with money we've got, we may actually lease the Scorpion King. I just don't know if there's much in the way of point in that, we'll see. But I think I'm going to leave that here for tonight, guys. We've gone a little bit over our time, but that's not too bad. We did get the fields much larger. I still have field 12 to harvest. We'll do that on Wednesday as well. And because we've not even checked today, let's see how the animals are doing. They could be doing with a bit of attention. 21% of a bale. That's good news because the bales are worth about 15,000 each. In fact, we've got one complete bale. We have a complete bale and 21% of another. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this bale, or pallet should I say. Just going to throw it over here in the corner. I would be happier with it that way around actually, makes it easier for getting out with the front loader. We'll let that pallet continue to be made. Once we've got about 6 of them, we'll sell them all. They're worth about 15,000 each, I believe. Let's have a look here. Looking for wool. Currently, just now, when the numbers are in red, that means that they're lowered in price. They're lowered quite a bit actually, but just shy of 10,000 per 1,000 litres, which is a lot, to be honest. But sheep do give you quite a bit of money, but that's because they take a while to make it. But I'm going to leave this one here, so hopefully everyone has enjoyed this one. If you're watching this after 5, feel free to hit that like button, and if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to come back on Wednesday at 9 PM for our next live stream. But thank you all very kindly for coming along tonight. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it, and I will see you all again on Wednesday.